We have with us this morning Mr. Victor Oshoke, who is a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress. You're welcome to Sunrise Daily.
Good morning, Marpe.
Good morning. Well, we saw what happened over just before, as the weekend was approaching. We saw that initially what we saw were youths protesting on the streets, burning tires and doing bonfires. We understood it was in protest to a rally which was going to hold. And eventually, the state government wrote that no rally should hold. The IGP also sent a letter saying that no rally should hold. The rally was supposed to receive former governorship candidate of the PDP, Pastor Edo, who was defecting from the PDP into the APC. And then, you know, it was seen that somehow this rally still went on to hold anyway. Maybe not in the manner that it was envisaged, but it went on to hold. We understand that some people there was still some fracas, and some people ended up in hospital. Was it a wise decision to have gone ahead to hold the rally in spite of the political tensions in Edo State?
I think the issue here is if it was a wise decision, the rally didn't hold as it was planned. Eventually, what happened was that Edo was received in his own compound in Ubo. The rally that was planned was supposed to take place in Garrick Memorial School. But the governor, obviously scared of the crowd that Edo would pull, because they have also done a rally before in Benin City, and everybody saw the crowd. It was not much. He knew that the crowd that was going to come with Edo was going to be so tremendous that people would read meanings to it. And so what happened was that they tried to prevent the rally from holding using all means. First of all, the national chairman requested for permission from the IG, which was granted. It was on the basis of that permission that the rally was going to take place at Garrick Memorial. A day before the rally, the national chairman was to leave Abuja for Benin City. The government organized thugs into the streets of Benin, precisely Airport Road.
You accuse the government of organizing thugs?
Yeah, sure, they did.
You have evidence to that fact?
Yes, we know the people who took part in that event, the people who were on the street. We know the boys. We know the government didn't want the rally to hold because the deputy governor was in Abuja. We went to the IG and was able to get a letter suspending the rally. Incidentally, it was the national chairman that requested for permission, and it was granted. It was the deputy governor that now went to the IG and got a letter suspending the rally. There was no communication made again to the national chairman. So he went to Benin on the basis of the letter he had.
It is very interesting that you say that the national chairman asked for permission, because when he was responding to pressmen about the situation in Edo State, when he was talking about the gathering now, it looked like a rally. It was a rally of some sort because there was a big crowd. He said that he did not ask, that he doesn't, when people tell the police in Nigeria that they're about to do something, it's not because they're asking for permission, it is because they want the police to do the needful.
The needful, which is protection. And that's what he asked for. Protection for a rally that was going to take place in Benin.
So
and that was what was granted.
When the police says, we cannot do this, we cannot guarantee the safety of lives of everybody who's going to attend this function, please withdraw or do not go ahead with this function, is it still wise to go ahead with it?
They didn't go ahead with the function. It was planned to take place in Garrick Memorial School. So when the police withdrew the permission or had a counter letter, somebody had a counter letter stating that the rally could not hold, the rally, there was no longer a rally held in Garrick Memorial. It was almost like a private affair. It was held in the compound of Edo. People who had already come for the event maybe couldn't be sent away. They were taken care of in his house. They ate, they drank, and they left. So there was no rally as such as it was planned, because there is no law preventing somebody from holding an event in his own compound, and I think that's what he did. He was received in his own compound. So that had nothing to do with what the IG asked not to take place was the rally in Garrick Memorial, which didn't take place anyway. So what happened was that it was in Edo's compound that he was given the broom and received.
We're seeing the visuals now, even though some people would say that that's an oddity. The fact that somebody is decamping to the party, the main party in a state, is this the compound of it?
Yes, this is Edo APC's private residence.
This is his private residence.
Yes.
So a rally of some sort still held within his private residence.
You can call it a rally or you can call it a party. It doesn't matter. It took place, an event took place in his compound.
These are visuals of a rally.
Yes.
I mean, this is the crowd size of a rally at the minimum. Well, whatever it is you choose to determine. But looking at what happened on that particular day, would you say that it didn't contravene what the state itself was trying to avoid, because they were afraid that there could be a breakdown of law and order, and so they said that no one should give property for the hosting of this particular event, and that the person, whoever anybody did give, the person ran the risk of his or her CFO being revoked?
I don't think it contravened the withdrawal given by the IG. The fact is that this was his own private residence. Look, there is people who parties.
But isn't that odd? The fact that you're being received into the ruling party in a state and you're being received in your own private compound.
It depends on how you look at it. What is odd there? The fact is that he had already joined the APC. He joined at the ward level, in his ward level. He had already applied and received into the party. It was just the ceremony. It was a ceremonial event.
And we know that the ceremonies usually are very big events.
That is why...
That's the tradition in Nigeria.
That is why the national chairman wanted to... Not the national chairman alone, please. The NWC, it was not just the national chairman. The national vice chairman, South was there. The national chairman was there. And a lot of other members of the NWC. They wanted to receive him at the rally. But the national chairman, they were already in Benin City when the deputy governor presented a counter letter in Abuja. So they respected that letter. And that is why the national chairman, at the end, they didn't attend the event.
Part of the argument that the state government made was that the state governor is the leader of the party in the state, that it's a little odd for Pastor Ezeyamo to be received to the APC, and they are the ones being given a date. That shouldn't they be the ones to set a date to receive Pastor Ezeyamo?
As Pastor Ezeyamo already spoke on that, according to the timeline, he said he called the governor and asked for a date. He sent him text messages asking for a date. It was when the governor was not forthcoming that he now spoke with the national chairman to get a date that will be convenient for the NWC. The national chairman is a busy person. The NWC, they have a lot of activities around the country. So what Ezeyamo did was that he now requested for a date from the national leadership of the party, which they accepted. The date was convenient. And so they went. And
was it convenient for the governor, though? Because you also have to bear in mind, he was out of the country with the president.
If the deputy governor could represent the president, the governor, in meetings with the president or in different meetings, he could also have represented him. Because there was no, perhaps it's always difficult to get a time that's convenient for everybody. If it was not convenient for the governor, the deputy governor was in Benin. He could have represented him.
Let's go to Lagos now and take another perspective. Ayo.
Yes, we have with us, Marwe, thank you so much. We have with us now Reverend Olu Martins, who is an APC stalwart and human rights activist. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Apparently, you have some reactions to some of the things you have heard.
Thank you. Let me first of all say that I am not an APC stalwart.
Okay.
I have been on this program time and again advocating for the people. Because Patrick Henry did say that the collective freedoms of a people cannot be guaranteed as long as the actions and inactions of government is shrouded in secrecy.
Are you a member of the APC?
I'm not a member of the APC. I've been accused of being a member of the PDP when I was on this platform, all right? Because we must speak truth to power. Winston Churchill says a politician has 3 abilities to tell what will happen in the future, what will happen tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, in the future. The third ability is to come and explain to us afterwards why it didn't happen. And I say so against the backdrop that in Edo State, we were mobilized by the then governor of Edo State, Comrade Adams Oshomole, to say no to godfatherism. And that it was improper in a democracy for one individual to call the shots for the majority of people.
When you say we were mobilized, pardon me, who are these?
The Edo people were mobilized. It was not just a part, there was a rally at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium where Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida himself was physically present. The streets of Edo State were adorned with billboards saying no to godfatherism. So having mobilized us, you have educated us, you have gendered us. So to now seemingly transmogrify into that very same image that you mobilized us to militate against, you can understand why it appears like the Edo people appear upset about the whole thing that is happening.
Are you saying that the national chairman of the party is a political godfather?
He has transmogrified essentially to be one. Because you take out Adams Oshomole from the equation, the whole of this political arithmetic, I will probably have calm in Edo State. And let me tell you something. Adams Oshomole himself said it. Comrade Adams Oshomole said it himself. In an interview he granted, the day the rally took place, that if he was in his own self, he would have marshaled himself to the rally and made sweltering statement where the battle line had been drawn. In other words, he has told us that when he was governor of Edo State, it was impossible. And if I want to borrow Warri slang, it's impossible that anybody will hold a rally in Edo State when Adams Oshomole was governor of Edo State. Chief John Odige Oyegun was also national chairman of the state, national chairman of the APC. He couldn't hold any rally without the input, the endorsement, the support, and the collaboration of the comrade governor at that time. So I do not understand how.
What are the issues? Forgive me for butting in. What really is the problem?
I will tell you. I will tell you.
Because just as you said, as far as we are concerned, it's the people that matter. It's the people of Edo State now that seem to be on when two elephants fight, so they say. It's the people of Edo State now that are not enjoying the best of politics, because if you have to build with one sword in hand, you can only do that as far as you can. So what are the issues militating against development in Edo State?
Well, the issues maybe not militating against development, because development is taking place even as we speak. Perhaps militating against the peace and tranquility and conviviality in Edo State.
How can you have development without peace?
So peace again is relative. It depends on how you define peace. Those who were on Airport Road on that said day experienced some level of political topsy-turvy, some crisis. But those of us who were interior, so to speak, except for the traffic gridlock. But you have asked me a fundamental question. And the fundamental question is, what are really the issues? And for me, as a development person, is the fact that people don't understand what is the essence of a political party. A political party is some kind of an internal pressure to mobilize the people to agitate for governance, for good governance. That's what political parties are for. Political parties are not for settlement of political leaders. Because I've heard people say that the governor is closing political space and then he wants to retire certain political party people. And I'm asking, is it possible for somebody to retire somebody who says a politician, who covenant ideally is with the people? His covenant is not with the government in power. At any rate, how can you close the political space when we have well over 50 political parties? So if it's not working for you in this political party, and you are a true politician, and your covenant is with the grassroots, because all politics is local.
You're not answering this question, Reverend. What are the issues between the governor and this so-called godfather, as you have put him, that's not making peace to reign in the state?
No, like I told you, the issue is that the governor, as he stands today, has his own style of politics, which is in tandem with how APC operates. And it is the fact that if you want to play politics...
You know how APC operates politics?
I listened to President Muhammadu Buhari, and I've read a bit of the APC constitution. And President Muhammadu Buhari, at his last speech with the state party chairman, says that going forward, politics in APT shall be bottom up. In other words, shall first of all be from your ward, then to your local government, then to the state, and then perhaps to the national.
Are you saying the APC national chairman does not understand how the APC works?
It appears so. It appears so. Because like I said, and like my Ogun asked, can you hold a rally in a state where you say the state governor is the leader of the party? I've had the question consistently. Was it possible for Chief John Edigieyogun to hold a rally in Edo State whilst Comrade Adams Oshomole was the governor of Edo State? It is not possible. So it looks to me that there is a deliberate attempt to undermine the position and the authority of the governor, both as chief security officer of the state and as leader of the party.
What is wrong with holding a rally in the state? Because it sounds as though you're saying that they shouldn't hold a rally.
No, there's absolutely nothing wrong. The PDP, for instance, can hold, rally. But the governor is not the political leader of the People's Democratic Party. The governor in every state, not just Edo State, is the leader of the All Progressive Congress in the state where APC is the one that holds sway. So to attempt to enter into a state to hold a rally without the collaboration of government appears like political treason.
So let me just get this right also. So we hear that the rally in court happened in his premises. So are you saying that he was not received by the APC? Or what would you say is the significance of what happened?
No, I can quote, if I quote Oshake. Oshake said a rally did not hold. The IG of police had said to the national chairman of the ruling party, not the national chairman of the opposition party, to say do not hold the rally. So I would have thought that the national chairman of the ruling party would not demarcate the police, which is an institution. Because afterwards, when it happened the way it happened, the national chairman went on air to say he was going to investigate a seeming complicity of the IG of police in this rally. And I'm saying, where does the national chairman get the power to investigate an institution and the Nigerian police? At any rate, the national chairman of the ruling party should not be the one demarcating the police. Because if the national chairman of the ruling party demarcates the police, what should the national chairman of the opposition party say, who has been accusing the police of some alleged complicity or siding the ruling party? So I didn't think that that was a healthy... You can replay it. He said he was going to investigate.
He will investigate the police?
He was investigating the police.
Did he say he was going to investigate the police or investigate what exactly?
No, he was going to investigate the IG of police.
Because we understand that, I mean, it was a deal or a dealing in court between his party and the police. So I think it's fair to say that I'll investigate. Let's know the correspondence we got.
No, the police does not answer, sir.
To the police, the party.
No, he said he was going to investigate
the police.
Yes, the police. At any rate, whether or not, I don't think that kind of a statement. Again, Comrade Adams Oshomole is not the national party of an opposition He's the national chairman of a ruling party.
Let's clear this one more time. I don't think you understand what Kayode was trying to say. The national chairman said he was going to investigate what happened. Not that he was going to investigate the police, not that he was going to investigate the IG.
No, he said he was going to investigate. Maybe if we have the clip,
he was going to investigate what happened.
No, he was going to.
I also saw the clip.
Okay.
So he was going to investigate what happened because he had a conversation with the IG himself, and he said he did it himself. And when there was going to be an upturn of their agreement, it didn't come from the IG to him. It came through somebody else. So, I mean...
No, it was a letter that emanated from... It was the same DSP who wrote the initial permission that also wrote the revocation, the same DSP. It wasn't somebody else. It was from the same source that both letters emanated. At any rate, is that the IG of police and the police in itself is a department, is an institution that is under the presidency.
There's something I need you to respond to just briefly. We know that this is obviously in the build-up to the election, the coming election in the state. I mean, it's clear to all. But there's also this concern which I have. As we're doing the politicking, we're sending a signal to the people of the state. It is what happens at the top that trickles down to the people. So aren't you worried that this might set a wrong precedent? We've been talking about electoral reforms, electoral violence. Don't you think this will set a wrong precedent for the elections coming?
I am worried, sir. And I'm worried because Edo State, I mean, and Nigeria is some paradox. In Nigeria, this same Nigeria, Yahya Bello of Kogi State was given the ticket to return for office. I saw Nasser El-Rufai begging the people, admitting that on a good day, the man may not have deserved a second ticket. So ideally, the right of a second term is the first refusal of the governor. So I don't understand how APC can give Governor Yahya Bello of Kogi State a ticket and will not give a performing governor, Godwin Obaseki, a return ticket.
Is that what the party has said?
No, that is what all of this is about.
But is it official? Have you heard anything?
It doesn't. If you're a political watcher and you keep your ears close to the Bush radio, you will understand that people have talked about some ambode, treatment.
Okay.
And because you have said this about the people, all of these arguments are not about whether the governor is performing or not. What you looked at, people do not care whether the governor is performing or not. It is whether he is working with some people who consider themselves traditional political party leaders of the All Progressive Congress.
Reverend Olu Martins, you have spoken very strongly like an APC stalwart, even though you say you are not. But then we have to thank you very much.
I'm an ally of the governor.
we have to thank you very much, Reverend Olu Martins, a human rights activist, and
thank
as
you
have
me.
said, an ally of the governor. All right, let's take this back to Markwe in Abuja for more. Markwe.
That's Mr. Victor Oshoke here. You want to quickly respond to all that he said?
Yes. Yeah, I want to first of all correct one impression. He has said the national chairman said he was going to investigate the police. The national chairman never said he was going to investigate the police. He said he got a letter from the IG that when he gets to Abuja, he will try to investigate what happened, what transpired. He never said he was going to investigate the police. That's one. Two, you could see the dilemma Governor Obaseki is in. Olu Martins, Don Pedro Obaseki, and Remwata, they are the three people who are campaigning for him all over, who are going on media for him. They are all PDPs. So what is happening in Edo State is that Godwin Obaseki is using
Olu
PDP.
Martins has always said he is not a partisan member of any political party.
He was in 2016.
He's not a card-carrying member of any political party.
He said he was campaigning for PDP in 2016.
He reserves the right to campaign for whoever he wants to campaign
I know about Don Pedro Obaseki and I know about Andre Mwata. They are PDPs. What is happening in Edo State is that Godwin Obaseki is using PDP to fight APC. That is exactly what is happening.
But you just accepted a member of the PDP.
He didn't accept him. That's the problem.
What I mean is you just accepted a member of
what
the
he is
PDP.
doing is that those PDP people who are in support of him, he's using them to fight the APC. And somebody who now said he was coming from the PDP to join the APC, he refused. He would have preferred if Iziamu remained in the PDP and started fighting APC from PDP. That is what is happening in those states. So they keep mentioning godfatherism. Incidentally, what they are asking Oshomole to do, Obaseki and Felishaibu are asking Oshomole to become a godfather. They want him to impose them on the people of Edo State. And the whole crisis happening in Edo State is because Oshomole has refused to say nobody is going to challenge you. Actually, they requested it. So that is what he says.
To impose them, but didn't he market them to the people of Edo State in the first time?
He did that. He marketed them for the first time.
With everything that he had against Pastor Ize-Iyamu.
Thank you very much. That is where the problem is. And when he marketed them, they came in. They decided to turn against the politicians. He went on air to blackmail Edo State politicians, claiming that they want him to share money. He went on, so that is where the problem. Oshomole warned him severally.
So they are right. This is about the second term.
Yeah, this is about second term. So it's all about second term. They started blackmailing politicians, claiming that politicians are asking for money. Oshomole warned him.
Is Pastor Ize-Iyamu going to get the ticket?
I'm not to say that. I'm not the one to decide who gets the ticket. These people. What happened was this. I need to explain this.
We're totally out of time.
No, I need to explain this.
We're out of time, sir. I'm so sorry. We have to end this session. I wish we had a little more time to go, but we're totally out of time.
Yeah.
We have to thank you for coming on Sunrise City this morning. Victor Oshoke is a chieftain of the APC.